Hey everybody, this is Dave Bensman with Bensman Home Computer Repair. And today I'd like to ask and answer the simple question, is it time to cut the cord? Most everybody that's listening right now are using some sort of cable connection or satellite connection enabled to watch television. And those contracts have gotten more and more expensive as time has gone on. Whereas streaming services have started to become very popular and are pretty inexpensive. So today I'd like to talk about the various streaming services and what they can mean for your bottom line. So the first streaming service is Netflix. Right. And Netflix offers about, I think the right now it's 5,000 movies and television shows in that neighborhood that you can stream anytime you want. So if you come home on a Thursday and you want to watch something, you just browse to it and watch it. And if you have to go wash the dishes or something, Netflix will remember where you were so that when you log back into Netflix, you can just pick up right where you left off with that show or watch a different show. These are shows that are some are quite old, most of them are not that old. We're talking about, last 10 years, most of them. And the most recent thing you'll see on Netflix that is not a Netflix production is about 3 to 6 months. After about 3 to 6 months, stuff starts coming onto Netflix. If Netflix has made a uh, contract to be able to show that. So you're going to get, for instance, last year's season of The Good Place, which is a great show. So you're not going to get current episodes of The Good Place, but right now The Good Place is in season 3. So right now on Netflix, you're going to be able to watch the entirety of season 2. You could binge all of it. You could watch it all in 10 hours in a row if you wanted to. But you're going to have to wait till next year for season 3, and you may not be able to see season 3 if NBC and Netflix can't reach an agreement on how much NBC should get paid for allowing Netflix to show it. In most cases, they will, if you see one season of a show, you'll see all of the seasons eventually. And that's Netflix. It costs about $12 a month, and they most of the things are in 5.1 stereo if you have a home theater, 1080p at least. And so it looks good, it sounds good, it streams well, and it's mainly for people that like movies and television shows and don't need to see those movies and television shows as soon as they are released to the home market. Now, another option is Hulu. Hulu is very similarly priced to Netflix. It's about $10 to $12 a month, depending on, the options. You can get a certain number of television sets. You can get high definition. You can get it with or without ads. And the difference between Hulu and Netflix is that Hulu, while they have seasons of old television on there, sometimes quite old. They have like quite a few episodes of Taxi. They also have current television. So right now, if you want to watch The Good Place, you can see The Good Place. I want to say it's the day after it airs on broadcast television. That same episode is on Hulu. So last night, I watched the latest episode of The Good Place, and this coming Friday, I will be able to watch the latest episode of The Good Place. It's just on a weekly basis. They also have originals, the same as Netflix does. The Handmaid's Tale is pretty amazing, and those come out on a weekly basis. They don't put every episode out at once the way that Netflix does. So that is a difference as well. They have more of the HBO model where even their original programming, it's one episode a week, and there you go. So that's more for people that like to watch TV that is broadcast. Maybe it's on NBC, maybe it's on ABC and or CBS, and they want to have access to it as soon as it's broadcast. But then also they do have, and they have most of their original stuff isn't as good as Netflix's, but The Handmaid's Tale is amazing. And there you go. So, and they also, I guess, have. I'm not a sports guy, but they do have some live sports on there as well. That brings us to Sling TV. Now, I've not used Sling TV myself, but what they offer is for 25 bucks you can get all these channels right here. And the key point is ESPN, ESPN2 and ESPN3 as well as AMC, which has amazing programming, Preacher, and well, they're always putting out great television. Oh, Better Call Saul, yeah, and so you also get BBC America if you're a Doctor Who fan. Yeah, so those are the main draws. If you know somebody that's addicted to HGTV, that's also in there as well. And you get all that for 25 bucks. If you go for their blue plan, you don't get the sports stuff, but you do get more movie and television stuff like FX's comedy things, Sci-Fi Channel, IFC, and things like that. So one is more kind of sports oriented, one is more kind of entertainment oriented. For 40 bucks, you can get both. They just mash them both together, and you get all their channels, and that is very helpful. And they use a different kind of browser, uh, but it's yeah. So if you are worried about cutting the cord, oh, I can't watch my sports. Apparently, with Sling TV, you can, and none of these are long-term contracts. You can sign into Netflix, Hulu, or Sling TV for a month. Check it out. You don't like it? No harm, no foul. And then, of course, there are the pay channels like HBO. Now you don't have to get an entire cable package and the cable box and all that kind of stuff just to have HBO. Now you can just get HBO by itself. It's called HBO, I believe it's called HBO Now. Let's go to HBO. Yeah, so that's HBO Now, and all you have to do is, I think, pay them. I want to say it's like 20. I'm sorry, it's like 15 bucks a month, maybe cheaper, maybe 12. I'm not really sure. There it is, 15 bucks a month. So for 15 bucks a month, you can get HBO, and they don't have a lot of programming that is new every month, but they have a lot of programming on there. Like if you go to the series right here, uh, they have Barry was pretty good. Big Love was very good. Boardwalk Empire was amazing. Bored to Death was good. Brink was good. Crashing is good. Carnival is amazing. Curb Your Enthusiasm. There's like 8 seasons of Curb Your Enthusiasm. There's The Deuce was good. Eastbound and Down. Family Tree. Like all these things are amazing, and that's even before you get to the 7 seasons of Game of Thrones that are on there. That's like 70 hours of television that is well worth watching right there. Girls, and it just goes on and on. What I think happens is they must get first right of refusal on a lot of these scripts because they do tend to have some of the best shows on on the streaming services. Last Week Tonight is fantastic. Life's Too Short. Uh, let's see here. Rome was very good. Yeah, and so on and on. So what I would recommend people do with HBO is get it for sure. if you're thinking of cutting the cord, and watch everything on it that you want to watch, and then maybe, if not, maybe cancel it, for a few months. And then once more programming is built back up, then get it again. Now, if you are a Comcast customer, go call Comcast because they will, if you twist their arm enough, they will possibly throw in HBO Go for free. HBO Go is similar to HBO Now, and it's what you would get if you already had a Comcast account. And so do that. So if you're a Comcast customer, call them and get them to throw in HBO Go for free. They might do it, and then you're laughing because Game of Thrones finale is coming out in April, and it's going to be awesome. Now, how do you watch all this stuff? Well, you can watch all this stuff on your computer if you want. But what I do is I have a Roku. And a Roku this is what I would recommend right here. It's about $100. It's pretty feature filled. It'll do virtually every single streaming app that there is. And it's pretty great. It's got a little earphone jack on the remote there. It's got dedicated buttons for Hulu and Netflix and Sling. And it's a very fast player. So when you're switching back and forth between, say, Amazon Prime Video, which we didn't cover, let's go back and cover that right now. So there's also something called Amazon Prime. So if you get on Amazon Prime, what you're going to find is you're going to get 2 days shipping at no extra cost, no matter how little you want to buy. So let's say you go on Amazon, you want to buy something that's 37 cents. You will get that shipped to you in 2 days. There's no minimum or anything. It's very helpful. And in addition to getting all that, you get Prime Video. And what Prime Video has, they have original stuff like the Mrs. Maisel. Let's see here. What else? Let's go back there. There we go. There we go. Okay. So this is all the stuff you would get through Prime Video. And it's just a bunch of stuff that you see on a lot of the other streaming services, except for the original series, which a lot of them are quite good. Homecoming was a Sam Esmail drama. Very good. You get The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. There it is. The Man in the High Castle was quite good. Let's see here. Patriot is one of the best shows I've ever seen. It's very funny. Forever was amazing. You get Catastrophe was very good. Red Oaks was very good. There's quite a few original shows on Amazon Prime that, together with the shipping, the free 2 day shipping, or the 2 day shipping at no extra cost, make it a very good deal. It's $120 for the year, which basically knocks it down to $12 a month. And all that plays on this Roku, and switching back and forth from Amazon and Netflix takes like a second. It's very fast. And you just basically plug this into your amplifier or your television set with an HDMI cable, and you hook it up to your Wi-Fi network, and you are off to the races. So that brings us back to our original question. Is it time to cut the cord? Should you cut the cord? Well, if you're the type of person that turns the television on and just likes to have it on in the background, doesn't really watch the television, like you do laundry while the television's on, then maybe not. Maybe not, because that's not what these streaming services are designed for. If, on the other hand, you're the type of person that wants to watch a specific movie or a specific television show, and they know that that movie or television show is going to be on one of the streaming platforms, then that's when I would seriously think about cutting your cord, because you're going to be paying to get all of the content that you could get on, say, let's say you had Sling TV for $40, Netflix for 12. Let's add it all up. Sling TV for $40, Netflix for 12, Hulu for 12, HBO for 15, and Amazon Prime for 12. You're going to be paying $91 for all that content. Now, to get all that content through your cable provider is probably going to run you, something like $150. So it's just you just have to figure out what you want to watch and figure out if it's available on the streaming platforms. Chances are it is. Chances are you can save a lot of money. If you use your television as kind of like background noise, or you always like to have Fox or CNN on, then no, you're going to have to keep your cable bill running. But if you like to watch TV and movies, and then when those TV and movies are over, you turn your set off, you may want to cut the cord, and you may want to see if you can't get a better deal. You can always get these streaming devices and these streaming services before you cut your cord. Try them out for a month, see if that's all you need, and then if that's the case, then you can call up your internet, well, your TV, your cable company, and then tell them to yank it. That's what I would recommend doing. All right, well, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it saved some of you some money. Cutting the cord certainly saved me some money. If you did like the video, please click like and share the video. And if you'll, as always, subscribe to my channel. And if you have any computer repair needs in the Memphis area, please call David Bensman at Bensman Home Computer Repair at 901-830-4362. And as always, stay safe.